Welcome into the REKAP Rush Hour for Friday. It's April 18th. I'm David Kaplan. It's brought to you by our great partners at the Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Chevy dealers. They are the official truck partner of the Chicago Bears. Let's start with football. There is a ton of speculation around the NFL that the Chicago Bears could be open for business on trading the 10th pick in round one if Ashton Jeanty, Tyler Warren, Mason Graham, and Will Campbell are all off the board when it's the Bears' turn to pick. If that scenario happens, there could be a quarterback, whether that's Shedeur Sanders or Jackson Dart, that quarterback-starved teams like the Pittsburgh Steelers could be willing to move a future one to move up to 10 to get their future signal caller. There's also considerable speculation that if there are top-rated quarterbacks still on the phone after pick 5, phone lines could be red hot with trade offers for the right to select Shedeur Sanders, Ole Miss star Jackson Dart, and Louisville quarterback Tyler Shough before the Bears pick. Boy, everybody's trying to get a quarterback. It seems like they're willing to pay an extremely high price. With 1 week until the draft, it remains unclear what position two-way star Travis Hunter will play as a professional and if he will play on both sides of the ball. Today, Browns GM Andrew Berry said he believes Hunter is worth one of the top picks even if he plays only one position, and compared him to LA Dodgers star Shohei Ohtani in describing his value. Quote, "It's a little bit like Ohtani, where he's playing one side. He's an outstanding player," Berry said. If he's a pitcher, he's a hitter, he's an outstanding player. You obviously get a unicorn if you use him both ways. Baseball. Cubs open a 3-game series against the Diamondbacks at Wrigley Field. I'll have the recap when that game goes final. White Sox open a 4-game series against the Red Sox at Fenway Park in Boston. We'll have a recap tonight when that game goes final. Yesterday, Bulls executive VP Arturas Karnisovas talked about everyone in the Bulls organization all being on the same page with their plan. Less than 7 hours after Karnisovas made that statement, however, in the opinions of some, the oil had in fact been gushing out for quite some time, Joe Cowley writes, and the machine was breaking down. News reached Bulls players that Karnisovas made the decision to fire Director of Player Development shooting coach guru Peter Patton, one of the best in the NBA, after the loss in Miami in Wednesday's play-in game, leaving a core of current players. This is Cowley reporting this because he spoke at them. He's the best. Beyond pissed. Quote, "Coach Pete was the real deal. It's messed up," another player said. Not just smoke, Cowley writes, coming from the locker room for the wildly popular Patton, but a full fire. Here's today's Ankin Law question of the day. 312-6 million for the best personal injury attorney in Illinois. The great Howard Ankin, AnkinLaw.com. Your response, best one, you're getting a Lou Malnati's gift card. Try the new limited time offering of a buffalo chicken pizza, deep dish or thin crust with Frank's Red Hot. Arturas Karnisovas, is he the single worst general manager? I know his title is executive VP. He calls the shots. Is he the single worst in your lifetime as a Chicago sports fan? The candidates, Phil Emery with the Chicago Bears, Hawk Harrelson in his one failed year with the White Sox. There's a handful. Salty Saltwell back in the 70s, early 70s with the Cubs. I'll tell you, I think Arturas Karnisovas is the worst I have ever seen. Our 4 seasons, heating, air conditioning, plumbing, and electric. Stat of the day is a doozy. In today's Cubs-Diamondbacks game at Wrigley Field, Arizona third baseman Eugenio Suarez hit his 6th home run of the season. A grand slam, by the way. Amazingly, he has 6 on the year, 5 against the Cubs. He now has 36 career home runs against the Cubbies. That is 10 more than any other team he's faced in all of baseball. Tonight on CHSN, White Sox in Boston to open a 4-game set against the Red Sox. Pitching matchup is Martin Perez against Hunter Dobbins. By the way, the recap lunch hour bet of the day from my guy Ryan McGuffey is the White Sox team total under 3.5 runs. White Sox have scored at least 4 runs only twice in 14 games in the month of April. Get 7 free days of CHSN by going to CHSN.com and download the CHSN app. Have a great weekend. Happy Easter to all of you. Appreciate all your support. Appreciate you greatly. Take that.